Hello, beautiful family. This is Grace on a Journey, and you are listening to Angelic Healing Express. Welcome to the newcomer, and to those of you returning, my fellow travelers, welcome back. We are happy to have you. This is a place for mature, open-minded audiences in all seasons in life to grow spiritually with fellow travelers. We love, we share, we learn, we grow, we laugh, we forgive, we improve, we self-care, and we let go and fly above the drama. I am divine, intuitive, expression, love, powerful, innovative, and safe. Balance is the fruit of the universe. May our minds work together to find mutual understanding. May I see you in your truth and be seen and kind too. May our words reveal more than they obscure. Most of all, may our minds, eyes, and tongues be guided by our hearts in the language far older than words. And so it is. Welcome again. I am thankful for the opportunity to connect with you today. I was asked to share what I interpret as relative news regarding those of you that have been under attack, those of you that have been seeking clarity and asking for confirmation. I'm very thankful to God because He provides. And when you abide by His guidance, He continues to offer a flow of deliveries, bringing fulfillment into our realities. And I thank God, I thank God, I thank God, not only for me, but for you. God is great. If you haven't said it today, God is great. And it is a season of enlightenment. There are things that we've encountered for a long time, and we never saw it through our spiritual eyes. And now that we have access to such gifts, the blind can see. who used to be the blind can see because they chose to see. I'm thankful for all of the abilities that God has bestowed upon me. And as you open your heart up to love, you will recognize that is how you attract what you need to not only survive confirmation, not only survive, but thrive. The key is to open your hearts to love. Not peek out, but open it fully to love and act upon that love. As you give love, you receive love. But those of you that don't believe in love, maybe that's something you need to meditate on. Maybe that could be of hindrance of some sort. Maybe you need to consider what's been working and what hasn't been working. God is love. My inheritance is love. What is your inheritance? It's time we open all our eyes and remove the glasses of illusion by welcoming the light of God. I serve a mighty God. I serve a mighty God. Can you claim that too? I serve a mighty God. Let's take several moments to be still in gratitude and the opportunity to hear God clearly. So today I was inspired to call the title of today's episode, Everyone Wants to Be Chiefs. Everyone wants to be chiefs. I've had several revelations that have led me to this moment of connection with you, and I will share what I can, because there are some decisions I've made for the purpose of my well-being. As I care for others, I need to care for myself. And so there's a time to start and there's a time to finish. So my desire is to relate what is most important, that could be of assistance to you, that could make a difference. And in other departments in my life, other projects that I am working on, the other opportunities I have to share my gifts will be designated at those times. When there's a will, there's a way. All you have to do is ask. God, I need you to help me in this way. And the closer you are to Him, the more He'll amaze you. So it was always attainable for me to live like this. So that was the only decision I had to make. Those were the only things I had to let go. Those awe moments. Aha. Let's do better. Everyone wants to be chiefs. Do we know what it takes to be a chief? Do we know the responsibility of being a chief? Do we know the challenges of being a chief? In my years of servicing, whether it be through volunteering or the careers I partook in, I've never found it to be easy. When you are a leader, that means it falls back on you. If the staff is lacking somewhere, it will be reflected to you. Consequences follow. And this is why when you are a leader, you teach your staff to be respectful, not only to themselves, but to their peers, because that is what allows everything to flow in harmony. You encourage them to live in peace with one another, because you know you cannot be with them 24/7. And in your absence, you want them to be able to function as if you were right there looking over their shoulder. You teach them, when I share constructive criticism, it's not because I am differentiating myself from you. I can do this right. You lack the ability to do this right, because we're on the same team. In fact, I need you to help me by contributing in a manner that makes us all look good. Without you, I will lack. And without me, you will lack. But in different seasons, there are different lessons. And that particular season that I'm referring to, I learned that as much as you want to have the staff feel comfortable with you, there always has to be some level of reservation. Because if you are like, hi homegirl or hi homeboy, then it goes farther than the assignment. Our connection is in a professional setting. But when you begin to have too much camaraderie with them, what ends up happening is a loss of respect. And I heard a confirmation. As a matter of fact, there's an individual I make reference to a lot because he shared a lot of words of wisdom, who said too much familiarity causes no respect. And at the times he was saying it was just going in one ear and coming out the other, to be honest with you. I really wasn't in a stage where that meant something to me. Every season in life we learn different lessons. So those were not the seasons that were those were not the lessons rather that were being highlighted to me. But today I understand. Today I've learned that focus is necessary. Closed circles are necessary. Giving people trial periods are necessary. Because there was a season in my life where I believe you treat everybody the same. You should be kind to everyone. You should be nice to everyone. You should be loving to everyone. Everyone is invited to the Get Along Gang. Then I was struck with the lightning of truth. Where I learned that not everyone is like you. And so even though you have a big heart, you want to love, and you're open-minded enough to learn about each other's differences and make a melody of it, where we all win, many people are not on that plane level. Lack of understanding incites fear in those that are closed-minded. In those that are followers. With identity crisis, because although they are followers, the issue is they believe they are overqualified to be a chief. And time and time again in history, whether it is politics, the church, organizations, and such, they encounter rude awakenings. And so today, with our level of understanding, we understood the assignment, which is to cut the cords, and let go. Because that is where the miracles and the solutions lie. And because I trust in God, by His grace, He granted me the miracle of staying alive. And I'm here. And I feel high, 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 high. Staying alive. High, 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 high. Staying alive, staying alive. I gotta check that out once we're done with today's episode. But that was a nice moment. As we're alive, let's learn to make the best of the opportunity of life. What message is your life sharing with humanity? At your leisure, ask yourself, what message do you want your life to share with humanity? When you apply for a job, there's something called a job description. And in order for you to be qualified for the job, your resumes in truth, I'm going to say it again, your resumes in truth, not the lies we said, your resumes in truth reflect on if you have the qualities or not to stand up and fulfill those responsibilities. But many lie on these job applications. Some things that they feel will be of assistance in getting the job, and some things that are not even necessary to lie about, that have nothing to do about the job. But HR has gotten informed of various ways to determine which candidates our best and align to the qualifications. They are taught how to investigate, how to do background checks, how to paper trail these letters of recommendation. And this is why after the interview, you're notified, we'll get back to you. Because they don't skip any steps. They take the steps necessary to arrive at who was made for that position. How did you leave your last employer? Were you a responsible worker? Were you an honest worker? Is there any evidence of you engaging in crimes, especially those that would put the business at risk? Are you loyal? Did you give your notice? Did you offer to train the next one in line? Were you honest? Did you contribute as a team player? Did you fulfill your responsibilities? Were you respectful? Were you confirmation? Were you attentive? Did you listen? Did you follow directions? Confirmation. Were you a fast learner? Were you a slow learner? Could you adapt? Were you flexible? Were you consistent? The list goes on and on. This is why most jobs that people would flock to, part of the protocol is for you to take a personality test. And you don't even know what is the right or wrong answer on some of these tests. They could be asking you for a color. What does that have to do? with the right answer or wrong answer. But there is psychological studies that have determined why these questions are of value. Confirmation. And what these answers are revealing to you as the employee. You see, words are important. But what you don't say is even more important. I'm going to say it again. Words are important, but what you don't say is even more important. Those with ears will hear. I remember a brief conversation I had with an individual because we were both going our separate ways. And out of all the questions, all the commentaries that could be made, if you ever win the lottery, would you ever give me some money? Why was that question asked? Why is it that 5 years later, I remember that question? Why is it that I also remember before answering, I said, would you? Would you give me some money if you ever won the lottery? There was no response. You see, what people say is important, but what they don't say is even more important. Listen. 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 And to those of you that are still searching for clarity, remember. Remember. The answers are already inside of you. Does that mean you don't go to God for the answers? Not at all. Of course you go to God for the answers, because God is going to guide you to remember. God is going to guide you to listen. Now, the listening may not be the person that offended you. That may not be the source to listen to. And that's where you seek God's guidance again. This is why when he says, detach from people, places, things, and energies that are no longer in alignment with your highest good, you act on it. Oh no, but he might know something. I might be overseeing something. Well, that reader said, what did God say? I said, what did God say? Because that's the only thing you need to be caring about today. What did God say? Did he tell you to look back? Did he tell you what would happen if you look back? Or did he tell you to follow him? It's just a question. You see, I know God has my best interest. And I know once a liar, understood? Now, even as you exit a job, you should do so with professional tact. There's no reason for you to curse the employer, for you to curse the staff. In fact, if you are applying for another job, one of the questions you may get asked is, why did you leave your last job? Those of you that went to interview training provided by community services, in association to the workforce, you were trained to never say anything negative about your ex-boss. Even if your ex-boss was a piece of understood? You were trained not to say anything negative about your ex-boss. Why? Because when you're being asked that question, not only they are recording what you say, but they know if you could do that to that employer, you could do that to me. You see? And that's why selection is 1, 2, 3. Those of you that come, oh, she was terrible. I was smarter than her. She didn't know nothing. Hello? We'll get back to you. That's how it goes. With proper training, well, when I was there, I had the opportunity to learn such and such and such and such. And I'm thankful that I now have gained experience in such and such and such and such. And it was just the right season to move forward, to afford myself an opportunity to grow and follow my dream. Were you trained? I said, were you trained? Because in order for you to be a chief, were you trained? Because your experience, your behavior, your ethics, your honesty is all under a microscope. And the higher the title, the more interviews you must partake in. Okay? Next week, you need to see my supervisor. The following week, it's going to be a team that interviews you. They will be asking you questions. Answer them confidently. Be in your truth. Be there on time. And have these materials available with you in case they need to see proof. When you want a position, you're prepared for the position. You're not only trained for it, you're prepared for it. Do you have the heart to take on this responsibility? These are the hardships that may occur. If your staff doesn't show up, will you be willing to fulfill their duties? Or will your approach be, well, no, I'm a supervisor. I can't do that. I can't lower myself to. Do you know who my name is? Excuse me. I said excuse me because if you're a leader, you have to lead by being a lead. The same way you can give the orders is the same way you can do the job. The same way you tell your staff when they come in, they need to greet the clients is the same way you greet the client. It's nothing about what my name is. See, because this job's not for you. See, this job over here is a helping career. All right, so people are not here for the money. We actually want to be here. We like to help people. We like this population. All right? And although the pay is something to smile about, we're not going to be wearing business suits over here. Okay? That's not how we do it over here. Because we have to be hands-on. Supervisor or no supervisor, we're not doing the high heel thing. We're not wearing suits every day. If you want to dress in casual business, that's an option. But we're here to fulfill our mission. And so, prancing around in your high heels will not be of assistance when we need to calm someone down that's in crisis. All right? Sometimes you need to humble yourself enough to sit down next to them on the ground and give them eye contact. I hear you. I see you. You matter. This is why we all are called to our own path. Someone's strengths may be the challenges that you have to overcome. And someone's challenges may just be you in your natural state. As you're awakened to facts, reality, and responsibility, you learn to be in harmony. You understand? Every level that you arrive to in life comes with hardship and reward. You learn to focus on the reward because you don't have time for the hardship. It's going to happen anyway. And that's not my business. My job description says, and I'm here to fulfill this. There are times people take a hiatus from work. Not because they've never been trained, not because they don't have a level of education, not because they don't know somebody that knows somebody. But sometimes they're not in the frame of mind to fulfill the task at that given time. Sometimes the task is being a team player. Oh, so-and-so received a bonus. But I felt I did work too. I over-excelled too. No one recognized me. I never got a bonus. But when you're in management, you know to congratulate your peer. Congratulations. You deserved it. I'm working on it. That's the cost of being called a chief, a professional, a leader. You have to be flexible enough to put your high horse down and work with the people. Even so, as you follow the direction of your trainer, you will also be notified. Steer away from distractions. I know you want to work here, and I know you enjoy the energy here. You're at work, but it feels like you're at home. I love it here too. However, there will be times you'll have to close the office door so you can focus on what you need to produce by such deadline. Yeah, they're joking around, they're laughing, they're cooking, they're eating. But yeah, sometimes you have to disconnect. Close the door. Focus on your work. And submit it. Now when you're done, enjoy each other's company. Now I know, since you've had previous experience, you understand that there are certain conversations that we have and certain conversations we don't have in a professional setting. We do not talk about sexual orientations, sexual experience, sexual offers. Of course, that relates to our dress code as well. We avoid conversations of politics. We avoid conversations of financial standing, as these approaches can take you very far in a heated argument. We don't gossip about each other, okay? We focus on the reason why we're here, which is to provide the services that our mission implies. This is why it's a professional setting. Not everyone can fulfill these requirements. Some people need more study, more training, more education, and quite frankly, the calling. To be successful in this setting. So now, when you haven't fulfilled the requirements that you agreed to, there was no evidence of you abiding to them. And many are left disappointed. You are not given an opportunity to claim. But yes, I am a profession. But yes, I have a calling. But yes, I love this job. Because at the point of your evaluation, all the recordings of your performance is made available for all to see. And so now it's not just her word over his word, or his word over her word, because the evidence has been recorded for all to see. Why does he have all those absences? There is no evidence of this quote-unquote chief ever being a team player. Has he showed any evidence of growth in performance? Is he helpful? Is he empathetic? Does he contribute? Is he reliable? Does he show responsibility? Where does it show that he demonstrates ethics? Is he a risk or a liability? What did he say about the last employer? What energy was he in? Was he enthusiastic? Was he sarcastic? Was he a bully? Did he leave a good impression? See, that happens at the point of evaluation. Everyone wants to be chiefs. But are you qualified? Did he study this lane? I said lang. And the only thing I could associate that is language. Now, the only thing I could associate that with is jargon. Jargon, for those of you that don't know, is associated to your career path, so to speak. There is business jargon, there is educator jargon, there is nursing jargon. It's basically a way to communicate with your peers. You all understand what you're saying, but someone else who's not from that field may have more of a challenging time decoding what you're saying. So this is saying that you cannot be a chief if you do not know the jargon. Wow. If you do not know the jargon of being a chief, the jargon of being a leader. You cannot tell the natives I'm better than you. I never wanted you. You too light. You too dark. You too fat. You too skinny. You too short. You too tall. You're too ethnic. I don't like your blood. You see, this is not the jargon of chiefs, of leaders. of teachers. First of all, the jargon should be intertwined with ethics. With the good for all. Honesty, integrity, responsibility, being a team player, contribution, not pile up all the work on someone in the office and everyone else sits back. That's not the jargon. That's not the behavior. That is not the leadership of a chief. And when there is a job and you apply for the job, you fill an application. They tell you upon submitting the application, is everything true on this application? Because we withhold the right to dismiss you if we uncover any lies. Confirmation. I know y'all heard that. Any lies on this application, we withhold the right to dismiss you. This is why even in marriage, there is a term called annulment. Where something is uncovered very early on, that is a disagreeable difference between both parties, and then the marriage is annulled. A contract cannot be formed without all parties present. Forging a signature is illegal. I said forging a signature is illegal. One more time. Forging a signature. Those with ears hear. Is illegal. Who's illegal? Who has been illegal? Question. Be careful what you do, because there are eyes watching you. I am a soul. I am not this face, these features. I'm not made up of matter. This body is not me, but my instrument. I am a spiritual being. I have the form of light. This form feels and decides. I concentrate on this one thought. I am peaceful. I am loving. I am a happy being. I experience powerful peace. I am in total peace. Now I will share some of the spread. People are talking, and I'm here talking about people. Yeah, they're talking about people, right? They're talking about freedom. Some of you light workers are in abundant gratitude. In your season of fulfillment. Depending on the stage of the path that you're on. So in freedom, let's give them something to talk about. The next card is love. But what I feel that is important to share is the first words that came out to me. Was understanding and experience. And I associate that to gaining spiritual insight and the experience that one had with another. I just saw the word judgment and mercy. Confirmation. Always on time. So, this is revealing to me there was a level of not understanding, because I see the number 5. And so 5 is change. So now understanding the experience. Those were the 2 words that popped out to me. Understanding and experience. So someone was not understanding an experience. This love, this heart is not in association simply due to an individual. This love stems from what is connected to that individual. Well, if I'm connected to that individual, this will be my experience. This is how I was loved. Now, this is how I will be abundant. Could it be financially? But due to judgment, now I'm asking for mercy. Because a foundation was built and I wasn't present. Because I lacked understanding and I didn't give any contribution and forfeited the experience. Who did that? Evil priests. Breaking a bond that seems solid refers to losing confidence, confusion, departure. This evil priest participated in blood magic. Sacrifice. With black magic. Sacrifice an individual's progress, disruption of status due to vested interests. Was rebellious and revolutionary because of his alliance to his spiritual beliefs, the circle that he took part of, and the abundance that he felt was for keeps. He was sent to be in the living room to study this individual and take notes. There's evidence of that. And I find this ironically amusing that part of the study was, that's the confirmation, part of the study was getting access to this person's fingerprints. That's how deep it went. Getting access to this person's fingerprints. That's so interesting. And I'm hearing frame. Wow. So studying the person, mind, body, and soul, so that person could be framed. See, those of you that are readers, that are doing it righteously, are definitely serving your community in ways that they can't even repay. The message I'm receiving is that some of your ancestors, wow, I was going to say your answers are being answered right now. But so now I know the ancestors are also relaying some of these answers. Goodness. So, due to the fact that you are receiving these answers, there's a need to release the past. Because you needed to know, right? Now you know. You also know that you need to release the past. And the past was a cartoonish king. That is telling me someone who was playing the role of a king in an immature manner. In an immature manner and matter. So his behavior was displayed as immature, but there was a matter at hand. There was a goal. This was a strategy. Right? Okay, so now this cartoonish king is feeling frozen, stuck, cold, because he is experiencing conflict, fighting, arguments, struggle, temper, clashing personalities. He is defensive, feeling territorial, and assertive. Feeling territorial and assertive. Feeling. Feelings. A lot of these old songs are coming to me. Confirmation, something else I will listen to. Maybe there's a message there. It's interesting how I stress feelings. Next cup, next card is 2 of Cups. And I said next cup. Next card is 2 of Cups. So the feeling is associated to 2 of Cups. So this evil priest, I'm just reading the cards, not calling no names. This evil priest is in the mind of desiring to connect with the past. But the guidance received stated breaking a bond, losing confidence, confusion, departure. Your feelings don't have anything, don't necessarily have to be aligned to reality. And that is what some of you light workers experience when you thought it was okay to love. You thought you were doing a good thing. You thought you were in a commitment. Your thoughts had nothing to do with reality. You loved with all your heart. You were giving. You were even overextending yourself. But that had nothing to do with merit. When it came to experiencing the reciprocal nature of that order. And so, God is not with that schedule. That he ended in the past. I'm hearing, if God's not in it, I'm not in it. Amen. And amen. In fact, my will is God's will. And it actually is for the good of us all. We are here to learn lessons. And so now we are learning lessons. We are all fulfilling what we signed up for. The good for us all. I said the good for us all. Yeah. That part. Confirmation. Completion. The spiritual world. The ancestors are represented. The divine is represented. The light workers are being represented. Completion from the spiritual world. So, light workers is freedom season. Enjoy it. Now, there's a evil priest that is on the edge. Because now the illusion that he participated in amplifying has now dissolved. And his target is being seen in truth. Sincere and loving woman with a tender heart. Who receives downloads, who is in the flow of progress. who has uncovered her truth, is who God calls her to be. She has a different seat in the living room. She's the leader of the table. She is being guided by the divine and her cosmic family. On the schedule at hand. Who, what, when, how, where. To successfully fulfill her soul's purpose. She was bestowed the gift of remembrance. She remembers who she was. She remembers what she endured. She remembered that she could hear really well. That she had presence. That she could see. That she was in her power. She remembered. And so she reclaimed. She has the gift of foresight as well. Ace of Cups. She's rejuvenated. That evil priest was given vision and foresight. On what the universe selected to make available. Due to the fact that information is filtered out due to the irresponsibility of many. Yeah. The evil priest and company. I'm hearing get along company or not. Wants restoration. I'm hearing dark angels, falling from grace. They feel insecure and infertile. Cowardly in nature. Now this is a general reading. but someone's name might be Martin. Disagreement. Winning at all costs. Dishonor, aggression, self-interest, battles, arguments, conflict, defeat. Someone wants to surrender. Deception. Okay, this individual wanted to be part of the tree of life. And something regarding deception dishonor and self-interest. War. War. Candle magic. This person does black magic. He was being a cheerleader and trying to coach another. I'm hearing trying to guide an evil priest. To make him determined. Some things you just need to pray about. I'll just say to make him determined. There is light being shed on this. This Martin and this evil priest seeks protection from adversaries, and restoration of life. Disharmony, imbalance, onset of illness. Okay, the observers, the evil priest, Martin and company, are observing by way of divination regarding wealth and are giving offerings to claim the wealth. They're observing the light workers' wealth, but simultaneously giving offerings to receive wealth. There is an ex-husband who is a jokester but wants to appear in the energy of a warm-hearted friend, an admirer. I'm just reading the cards. Blood magic. This ex-husband is experiencing black magic attack. He has spots on his body, circles, black circles. And there is one particular area in his body that is being heavily targeted, and it's not looking good. Not only did he participate, but now he is receiving. I'm hearing by some in his circle. There's a part of his body that has been severely affected. And displays symptoms. It's an earth energy. Candle magic, again, is being utilized against him by a cartoonish queen with blonde hair who uses a cane. My God. But they want this zipped up. That's telling me they don't want this out. They don't want judgment. And they don't want anyone with intelligence or wit around, because that would be a challenge. They don't want truth and justice. And they are using black magic to interfere with the protection that this light worker has from her enemies. Because she is still pursuing to steal her fortune. Angel of prophecy. Foundation. This cartoonish queen was in the foundation of this exploitation. she was the treasury, but offered the ex-husband monies from the treasury. Now they're going bananas, but it's three of them. Three of them are going bananas. So three of them are going in bananas, and it says unknown enemy. So someone close, very close by, who wears glasses, is an unknown enemy. Yeah, the person definitely wears glasses. And the glasses may be red. They're in the energy of deceit, and a lot of their deceit is by way of communication. They are celebrating because they believe they accomplish what they set out to do. They are asking their provider questions. They want answers. There also is accusation going on. They're accusing the I'm just reading the cards. The evil priest / well, I'm hearing each other. Each other. They're accusing each other. Okay, they're accusing who is first to blame, who is second to blame, who is third to blame, who is last to blame. Ooh. Okay. Something gonna go down. I'm not gonna go into detail because I'm not called to go into detail. But something is going to go down. Yeah. Because somebody wants an opportunity to gloat and say, you lose. So, someone very close is not to be trusted. They want you to lose. Yeah, something's about to go down. I'm just going to move on, though. Next card. Oh, my God. Be careful who you eating from. I'll just say that. Whoever that resonates to. There is a female that is not to be trusted in the kitchen. Also, there is proof and evidence of crimes that were committed in the kitchen. There's something big that was done in the kitchen. This individual has an animal spirit on her, but gives people off the illusion of being an angel. She likes to transform to darkness. She may be bow-legged. Heard a confirmation, so let me check on this. Okay. Again, something regarding an X-ray, someone's teeth, confirmation. There is something abnormal about this X-ray. And although some of it is being revealed, in the sense that it needs attention, there is more hidden. This is involving a crack of some sort. I'm hearing opposition. One against a team. Degeneration is occurring. Okay. Okay, I understand. Someone was sent to study a light worker. Confirmation. To look in deep. Right? To invade her space, her personal space. Because there were noticeable differences, but there was a desire to know more. Oh my. So they attempted to crack this light worker. Subject her to torture. Pulling her out. You don't look like us. You don't belong. Besides, you have wind beneath your wings. You're supported. You're covered. You're even in appearance. You make us look small. We are focused on darkness. You're focused on light. Your heart doesn't work like our hearts. We don't have the same heart. You are in the energy of abundance. Although they were trying to crack this light worker, they got cracked. Wow. I'm also getting that there is a dark chef and a light chef. The dark chef poisons, and the light chef offers spiritual, nutritional food. The world, success, achievement, accomplishment, travel, completion, fulfillment. Interestingly enough, I had a revelation recently that there is a sense of you belong with us now. that's in the air. You belong. You're one of us now. I recognize you now. I see you now. That's going on. And there is still an underhanded presence of being x-rayed, spied on, exposed to danger. Not in alignment with God's will. And then there is no U-turns. No U-turn accommodations. Confirmation. I know y'all heard it. Accommodations. No U-turn. Accommodations granted. But there are some in spirit that are seeking reconciliation, that want to regain favor from those that they have offended. Really now. I'll just say really now. I'm hearing stay focused on the brightest outcome. I see. I believe that's in association with a decision. That's the next card. Okay. Again, some of you light workers are being recognized as treasure because you are a medicine bag. You are a healer. The head. But not everyone is in agreement with that. Someone may be named Khadijah. Is experiencing illness, accident, bad luck, personal low. Going bananas. Seeking healing. Mind, body, and soul. For everything from everywhere. Overly fixated on war. wanting a seat in the living room, performing witchcraft in the kitchen. She continues to plot and engineer further strategies. She thought she was protected because she was in the belief that her fellow evil mastermind, reading the cards, would be her covering, would cloak her, and hide her identity, as she's stolen someone else's identity. Next card is death. Kid you not. Because she is not willing to let go of a past version of herself. She is not in schedule for a spiritual transformation. Sudden or unexpected upheaval, ending, release. Before I even started this reading, it was put on my heart to get closer to God. And I have a reason why I'm saying this. Something big is about to happen. Something you need to prepare yourselves for. Nourish your soul. Stay in prayer. God gives strength. Hold tight to God. I'm saying this with my deepest of sympathies. Hold on to God. Pray for God to help you to surrender. And know that whatever happens, this too shall pass. Just a moment of silence. I'm hearing God is still in charge. People, the next card says, Jesus. The next card says, provides consolation. God knows why. There will be an uncle who will feel upside down because for some reason the card went and it flipped upside down. There is a call to disperse all those that are in the upside down energy. All negative energies. The society. Who in the society is in a negative energy? Clarity is being brought to your attention. That the goal was to play a game with someone's life to win fortune, good fortune, and abundance. Again, candle magic. Due to jealousy. There is an ex-husband. Funny how I was going to say ex-husband and I said ox. Earth energy, right? There's an ex-husband that has been sending spiritual warfare to his ex and her relationship. Due to his resume. They're seeking information and they're not coming up with much. Like workers. Use extreme discernment when it comes to your personal life. It's called personal for a reason. If you find yourself in such a calling, it's important to remind yourself of your calling. Focus on what you were sent to focus on. Competition is not part of the contract. As you keep your personal life separate, you will focus more on your calling. Again, I'm hearing people are talking about people. Let's give them something to talk about. Is your goal to give them something to talk about? In the case that it is, I hope the topic of the conversation is relevant to your calling. Is it God did that for her and God can do that for me too? Check. I said check, check. Mic 1, 2, 3, check. Continue to nurture yourselves and teach your partner to nourish themselves even more. Everything you know, he should know, and everything he knows, you should know. You're responsible for nourishing yourselves, each other, your children, and your communities. Recognize the emperor in him as he recognizes the empress in you. Respect your level of authority. Offer each other safety. Protect each other. Nourish and love each other. That is what God created the divine bond to be. Just some things to reflect on and some ideas to consider. If you haven't, reclaim your territory. Whether it is your love life, your financial life, your health, your family life, your social circles, your soul's purpose, your mission. Reclaim. What's yours? They had you frozen in back of a freezer. After you thawed down, you're back in. You called to bring the fire and passion of God. There is a mother energy that believes her duty was to be in dark energy. Because she received revelation to do dark things. And she misunderstood that with being the voice of God when that was mental illness. I'm just reading the cards. The mental illness led her to believe that she would receive good news, money, luck, and so forth. But that was meant for an earth angel. Who they tie to an evil priest. Evidence of this is available. Oh, it's coming. Pray and ask how it's coming, but it's coming. Not that you don't have any evidence, but more evidence. Yeah, more evidence. I said more evidence is coming regarding the detective work of a light worker. Evidence defining big and little, as there were misconceptions of that previously introduced. Light workers, continue to stay in your resilient energy. Continue to act upon command. You practice what you preach, so the opposing teams are suffering from anxiety, terror, unhappiness, stress, burden, mental anguish, regret, remorse, guilt, focusing on the past. And as Back to Sender calls it, subject to gossip. The devil, addiction, depression, mental health issues, secrecy, obsession, cheating, dependency, bondage, materialism, sexuality, powerlessness, hopelessness, abuse, violence, assault. Burden. Overly burdened. Overly loaded with responsibility. Weight on shoulders. Confirmation. Uphill struggle. Taken for granted. That's what that return to sender is looking like. Confirmation. Taking on too much. Without the compensity. The competency to fulfill the job requirements. Multiplicity, despair. Someone is hospitalized. Confirmation. In relation to an acquired deficiency. Left with heartache. All capital letters. Let's look for more of inner peace. I am peace when my heart and mind are on God. Guidance. We seek more guidance. I quietly tune into the wisdom of God and receive divine direction. Healing in overflow. I am grateful for the energy and strength of my healing body. Prosperity is my destiny. God's unlimited good flows to me and through me. World peace, and so it is. As we express the peace of God, our world is transformed. so mote it be. Live by grace.